Hi everyone, how you doing today? We have such a treat for you. We have Sheetal Patel, and she is from South Jersey, and we are so excited to speak with her about how she does business, what kind of business she does, and her area. So, welcome to our show. How are you doing today?
I'm great. I'm excellent. How are you? I'm just super excited to be here.
I know, and I'm super excited to have you because I want all our viewers to know about you, how you do
I
business,
think
and
I
the
lost you.
areas that you serve. So let's start with tell us about your background, where you came from, where you went to school, whatever you want to tell us. That's easy,
So
right?
very interesting story. Yes, that's easy. So I am born in India, born and raised in India. I came to United States first time when I was in eighth grade, so probably around like 12-year old. We had a
Nice.
lot of back and forth commute. So every year we used to come, we used to go back. My parents were trying to settle. So first time I came into California. So it was Mission Viejo,
Oh,
California. Then I did a year or so in Midland, Odessa, Texas. And then after quite a while, then I got married, tried to settle in New Jersey. So I've been settled in New Jersey for over 25 years now.
fantastic. I love that. I love that.
Yes.
So tell me, how did you decide to go into real estate? And did you have a career before real estate or why did you decide?
hmm Yeah, so I did. I had a little bit of background in medical industry. So I did the phlebotomy. I did, you know, uh, the clinical studies and
Mhm.
biology, and but I really like I had my license, but at that time we were running businesses, and my husband was owning a business, and it was just the schedules doesn't work out with kids and everything else that we were doing. So I just started helping out in business because my the other jobs opportunities, like I was having uh you know a little bit difficulties with raising four kids. At that time we didn't have four kids, but
Four kids. Oh my
yeah.
goodness, that's a lot.
So that so that time it was hard, so we were just like more into business savvy. We had own our first business we owned was a smoke shop, and then the other businesses when we started from owning a smoke shop to convenience stores to liquor stores to hospitality and the hotel industry and a golf course, whatnot. So
Oh my
one time
goodness, that's a lot.
yeah, so my whole background is in commercial owning and operations wise, and we were like more into investing side for many years. So one time we decided, like, why don't I get my license, because it was
Mhm.
we were
Sure.
doing a lot at that time. So I just got my license about 6 years ago, 7 years ago, but I wasn't doing full time at that time. It was mainly for our purpose to like more
Right.
finding properties for investments and
Yeah.
also selling those liquor stores and all that. Like it was big tickets. We were saving a whole lot of money on that.
Yes, I mean, well, that makes a lot of sense. That totally
Mhm.
makes a lot of sense of you getting into
Yeah.
real estate and using it for, especially if you're selling a lot of commercial properties and businesses and things like that. Definitely. It seems to me that you have so much to give to someone, especially if they're an investor, because you live, work, and play that investing world
Oh
on
yeah.
all levels for so many years. So I love that about you, and just being on the operations side, like you've been in business, so you know how to run a business like a business. So when people come to you, you're gonna shoot the numbers right. You're gonna tell them right. You're gonna tell them like it is, right? You're not going to sugarcoat anything, and you're going to give
No.
them the data to make the decision. I love that. That's fantastic.
Yes.
So let's talk about the type of properties that you sell and kind of the areas that you sell in.
So for residential, I mostly focus on South Jersey because I know the school district here. I know what's ins and outs and what type of businesses we have, what type of demographics we have, and to serve my clients on the highest level, I strictly focus on South Jersey for residential side. For commercial side, I can go anywhere. So
Yeah,
you know,
commercial's a whole nother ballpark,
that's
but
a whole different thing. And I,
I
yes,
really appreciate someone who knows commercial and residential, because commercial is like just a whole different game compared to.
hmm
All right, so let's talk about South Jersey. What
hmm
exit? I'm from New York, so I always say,
yes,
when you talk to people about Jersey, you always say, "What exit you're from?" So tell us,
yeah.
what cities are you like, kind of where you live and where you kind of work?
So I live in Cumberland County. My
Okay.
office is in Gloucester County. So I do serve Cumberland, Gloucester, Atlantic County, Cape May County, Burlington County, and Camden County.
Oh,
Because we had
fantastic.
businesses in Camden County, so I'm very familiar with that area. I do have a lot of friends and family who lives down there. So all of these counties, Camden, Cumberland, Gloucester, Atlantic, Cape May, Burlington, those are my areas. I serve For me, serving a client and helping them, that's a big deal because I take them very, like, seriously. So for me, it really doesn't matter the price point or tag, like as long as I'm helping people to, fulfill their dreams in real estate. So it doesn't matter. It's a first time home buyer, it's an investor, it's a fix and flip, it's a multifamily, it's luxury. I do a lot of business down the shore also, new construction, shore lives. I'm very familiar all the shore lives and different things in when it comes to residential part. Like I work with a lot of builders too, so I'm very experienced and I expertise in new constructions business as well. So from custom build to first time home buyer, anything and everything for the
And I
residential
love
side.
that. I love that because I'm the same way. Like, I don't do commercial, but I do, like, I love my first time home buyers. I love working with builders. We're working with builders right now on doing some tear downs and building some
Mhm.
stuff. The move up buyers, the investors. We just, like, it doesn't
Everything.
matter. We're going to treat our clients the same, whether they're buying $100,000 property or $5 or $6 million property or $10 million property. Everyone's going
Yes.
to get treated the same. Although we don't have anything in $100,000 around here. I know other parts of the country do, but I mean, I would say really around us, we're lucky, a condo in the threes, and up. So, I mean,
Yeah.
I'm sure there as well, you definitely have opportunity for investors. You have opportunity for first time home buyers, move up buyers, and then shore, like you work the shore. So second homes
Mhm.
too, as well, is what I'm seeing that
Yes,
too.
yes, the shore is a whole different thing
Ball
from the other.
game.
Yes. Yeah, because I do some lot of waterfront properties too. So, that's a whole different um, area and a whole different clientele too. So I do work with a lot of sellers as well because, I do come from investment portfolios. So whenever people have a lot of investment properties, I help them do like how you can maximize your investment. So let's say if they want to sell one property, how you can, maybe buy two or three properties doing 1031 exchange or
I love it. I'm working on a couple of those right
and
now.
even
So
on a residential side, my business girl kicks into my brain and it's like, how can I like, make into like more of a sense for a wealth building? Because I think that's what we are all living for, right? Like we all work
right.
hard, we all play hard, and we want to make money. And I just want to make sure that all the clients who eventually becomes my friends and families, and I help
Yes.
them for the highest level possible.
And I love that because a lot of people don't know about, that you're helping them with the 1031 exchange, you're helping investors, you're helping, people build wealth for their legacy. And that's
Yes,
my big why.
that's
And it looks like that's your big
yeah.
why too, is
Mhm.
building your wealth
Yes.
for your legacy. Well, 4 kids, that's a big legacy right there, right? And all your other family members, I'm sure,
Mhm.
and just
Yeah.
really building that wealth and showing them how to invest in real estate. I love that. That's fantastic. All right, so let's tell us, I know that average price points are all over the place in different areas.
Mhm.
So let's just hit one area that you work in, like maybe where you live, like a 3 bedroom, 2 bath. How much is that going to cost? How much square footage is that going to be? And what are
Well,
you going
Average, I think average is around 350,000.
Okay.
But we do go like if I want to focus on investment size, then people want to probably look into under 250 or 200.
Mhm.
But depending on the area, again, like if you're looking for like we have some amazing universities and colleges down here, so for those areas, you're not going to able to find anything under that in that price range.
Right.
But like a medium price range, somewhere around 350, we will be able to find a decent property. And our luxury market is somewhere around 770,
Okay.
750 price range. Now that changes when you go down to the shore, but
Of course, that's a totally
South,
different,
yeah, yeah.
yes.
But that's the basic price range for South Jersey.
So like 750, what's that gonna get you for a house? Like how many bedrooms, how many bathrooms, approximate square
Probably,
feet?
I would say 4 bedroom, three
Okay,
three bathroom, maybe, finished basement, more newerly built, or, more square
right.
footage. It has like granite countertops and more like, some
Trending
more,
things,
yes,
right.
yes,
Yes,
attractive things.
perfect, perfect. So tell us a little bit about the most desirable neighborhoods in your city, and why are they desirable? Because of lifestyle, schools? Just kinda dig into that a little bit.
Yeah, we have quite many, right? So when we talk about like Camden County, so around there, like Marlton, Voorhees, Cherry Hill, those areas are more desirable because of the school district is close to major highways. Then shoppings are nearby, and majority time is because of the schools and the kind of neighborhood they have. So that then you come down to Gloucester County, you would most of the people will probably look into like a Malika Hill area. Then we also have like some of the areas is like Washington near my office, like Washington Township, like Sewell area. Uh,
Okay,
we have some good neighborhoods. I wouldn't justify like good or bad neighborhood, but that's where like when
right.
you are looking for like more high
Desirable,
desirable,
desirable.
more
Yeah,
and
which
right.
kind of goes into our next question. What are the biggest draws for people relocating to your city? Why are they coming to your city? What are they expecting? And where are they coming from?
So we have like majority of people, I think we had in past 2 to 3 years were mainly moving from Phillies or New York,
Okay,
because they get more for their dollars. So they have a bigger square footage house, they have more bedrooms, they have more amenities for their kids, the backyards are a little bit bigger, the school districts are great. And some of the areas that are like local to the hospitals. So we have a lot of medical staff. Like New Jersey is very booming with the new hospitals, and our universities
nice.
are bringing in very good medical program. So all those the traveling is, and also like build big warehouses like in Sweden area, right? They
Okay,
have a huge massive amount of development going on, like Amazon warehouse, Target warehouse, like there are big warehouses are building in that area. So it's like a large development sites we have been seeing. So industrial, entertainment industry, the medical industry, everything is because it's I feel like it's more affordable with the tax,
sure.
and the area, uh, and it's more close to everywhere. Like the where we live in is like less than 45 minutes, like 45 minutes or maximum 1 hour. You have a down the shore, you have a Delaware bridge, you have a you can hit to Philadelphia, you know
So you're
and
really centrally located. So that's what's
yes,
drawing
to the
people.
tri-state
Plus,
area.
plus the affordability. I mean, it's
Of
it's
course,
it's much
yes,
more affordable than Philadelphia and New York. So I love that.
yes.
What's like the biggest challenge when people move to your area? Like, what are they surprised about, or what is hard for them to adjust coming from other parts of the country?
I wouldn't say there are many challenges. I would say the many challenges they would probably, because we have a very diverse area. So it doesn't
Mhm.
matter, like, where you're from, you will
Right,
find your
exactly.
community down here for sure. Like, it's
Yes,
very diverse. So like I wouldn't say like that will be a problem. And it's anywhere you, because I migrate from another country, I did from different states to
right.
states. I think the biggest adjustment is uh you know just knowing the surroundings, the new area, getting into, like, if you have kids, like what the new school district's gonna, like, this adjustment overall is more internal problem than an
Yes,
external.
it's more of personally than a challenge because I find that your
Yeah.
area is there's not a lot of challenging things. It's not, like some places
Yeah.
it's sticker shock or whatever. And here you're moving to a new area. You're getting your
Mhm.
kids involved in a new school. You're getting involved in a new community. And that's not really a challenge. It's just a little hurdle that you have to go
Yes.
because your lifestyle seems to be, like I'm just envisioning it. I mean, I know South Jersey really well, but our viewers might not. So I know that it's really a suburban area.
Mhm.
There's lots of families and lots of kids running around, and it's very suburban.
Yes.
Yet you're so close to Philadelphia. You're so close to the shore.
Mhm.
I mean, that's amazing. An hour to the shore. That's
Yeah.
incredible. Now with traffic, I don't know, but we'll see. Once
Yeah,
once
yeah,
that
you got,
traffic starts getting to the city, to the shore, I'm sure sometimes it might take a
yeah,
little
depending
longer.
what time, what time
That's
of the day
right.
or what time of the year you are traveling. And
Right. But you
and
don't
also,
deal like Atlanta. You don't deal like Atlanta where the traffic
no,
is every
no,
day. You have to
Atlanta.
really leave when you go out. So that's a definite plus there. So
Yeah.
really not a lot of challenges because I
Not a
feel
lot
like
of challenges because you have a wide of a variety of, like, if you want to live a country style, we have places where you can live a country life. You want a suburban, you want more
yes,
like a city style. The only challenge is, like, if you are stuck in a country style and you are so much used to that, city
yes,
life where everything
yes,
is walking distance, that might be a challenging. But then,
right.
we do educate our clients when they are relocating what's important to you, right? Like,
Right.
we
And
ask
you're
those
you're not gonna put
questions.
him in
So,
the you're not gonna put him in
no.
the rural instead of the city. So let me ask you this. What's the closest airport to your like where people will fly, around the world or whatever? What's the closest airports or
We have a
airport?
Philadelphia International is very close to
Okay.
all these places that I have, all these counties that I serve in South Jersey. So Philadelphia International Airport is very close. We sometimes, like, for my personal things, I use the Dulles Airport, like the Maryland, because the Maryland DC is that's like 2 hours, two and a
Right.
half hours from
Right.
us. So it's not that far. So depending, like, if you're doing international travels and you want to look into different airports, like Newark, the Newark, New Jersey Liberty Airport. That's a nice airport too. That's a international airport as well.
And that's what I love is like and one of the reasons why we live in Atlanta is because my husband travels a ton for business and has been and we travel a lot and he travels a lot internationally as well as us. So that's why we live in Atlanta and we're not far from the airport where you have such a great opportunity to go to different airports to fly to
Mhm.
different places
Yeah.
direct, because I know like obviously we have Delta here and Delta flies a lot internationally, straight
Mhm.
through, not a lot of layovers, but I know sometimes when you're in different cities, so it's nice that you have the opportunity to look at the 3 different airports or whatever to figure out what's the best route for you to
Yeah.
travel. So I love
Mhm.
that. That's great. Um, let's talk about you touched a little bit about some of the industries that are in your market that thrive the economy. Is there anything you want to add to that?
Yes, we have a new golf course coming in South Jersey. It's a national golf course, which is in
Wow.
Cumberland County. So Michael Trout is building a Trout International golf course. That is amazing. We also have a lot of boat shows, the air shows. We have a pageant, U.S. Miss USA pageant goes
Wow.
down here in Atlantic City. We have a lot in here. Like, we have so many nice breweries. Like, if you want to, like, some local breweries, we have some amazing breweries with live music. We just have a lot to offer. You just have to come and explore.
Yes, I think so. I think everybody needs to go and explore to to South Jersey and talk to you and see where what would be the best city for you to fit into. Um, so the economy. You said there was a lot of medical in your area. There's a lot of Amazon, whatever Target, right? There's a lot of warehousing. So you've got a lot of industries in your area that are thriving the
Mhm.
economy, as well as some tourism too, as well as if you're
Tourism.
talking about the shore, right? If you're talking about the shore, there's a lot of tourism there. Um, popular activities in your area, like what do people do for fun? I mean, you talked about breweries, that's fun, but
Mhm.
what else do people do? Or is golf, that must be very
Uh,
popular.
I mean, yeah, we have really nice golf courses down here. So I would say golf, activities like maybe a boat, like they have a boat shows like skiing. Skiing is
Mhm.
more not so much in South, but like we are not too far from
Right.
like the Poconos and all. But uh the activities, I would say, is like wineries, breweries, boat shows. We have some great theaters, some
Okay.
local, yeah, and we have some of the farms. They like allow you to like pick berries, like pick your own
Oh, yeah,
berries.
that's so
And they
nice.
have
Yeah.
like flower festivals, like tulip festival is very popular right now in the spring. So.
So you have a lot of festivals. So it's really bringing, if you come in here to
Mhm.
your area, there's going to be some kind of festival going on every week or some kind of something. You're never going to be bored to do
No.
anything. And plus, you're so close to so many different areas to explore.
Yes.
You can
Yes.
go to the Poconos, or you can go also to the beach. You can go to all those different type areas.
Yes.
So, yeah, that's great. So the food scene, like you talked about, that your area is very diverse internationally with different cultures and things like that. So tell us about the food scene. What are some of the popular types of food in your area, restaurants?
Oh, yeah,
I
like I
bet you they have everything. I bet you have everything.
we have amazing, yeah, we have like down the shore there have really, really amazing crab restaurants where,
Okay.
and really amazing like seafood restaurants down there. Then when you come down to this country style, you get some like, fresh, like the restaurants, they're like very authentic, very unique experience. And it's more like organic. They use more of the organic stuff. um, then we have really great the casinos in Atlantic City offers wide variety of restaurants. Uh,
Yes.
yes, and you name it, you got it. Like Mexican restaurant, Indian restaurant, Italian cuisines. The seafood. The eateries, like you will not be tired. Like you have
You
so
won't be
much
bored of
variety.
food. I can tell
No,
you that. Or
and
entertainment. It seems like there's a lot of
yeah, you might
entertainment
have to
around here
travel a
too.
little bit, so don't get me wrong. Like, depending where you are living, you might have to travel a little bit. It'll be worth the travel, the amount of, different variety of food we have down here.
I love that. All right, so let's talk a little bit about traffic. Is there traffic? When is there traffic? I know if you're going to the shore on the summer times on Fridays, I'm sure that that's a lot of traffic. But overall, do you see a lot of traffic during business hours?
Oh, definitely. Oh my God. Like yesterday, I had a event down in Philly, and the drive was like 45 minute or 1 hour drive, and it took me like probably hour and a half because of the traffic.
Mm,
So we
okay,
have a
so
lot of
there's
bridges that will take you to Philly, but they are all busy,
right,
especially in working hours. So like, especially in the morning, in the evening, and even with we have like this New Jersey Turnpike or Pennsylvania Turnpike or 295. Those are the
yeah,
major highways, but they are all busy most of the time, most of
right.
the time, because
Do you have a lot of people that maybe commute to Philly or commute from
a
your
lot.
area
Mhm. A
somewhere?
lot. So our that Sweetsboro area, there is like a lot of industrial area, but they
Mhm.
all majority of the residents, they travel to Philly or Delaware because that's like literally 15, 20 minutes. And also in Camden County too, like, right across the bridge,
Mhm.
like, you're very, very close to New York, Pennsylvania, Delaware. So those areas, like, so there we have a lot of people who commute to all these different states because, it's, I guess, it's a better living,
Right,
better
because people
lifestyle they
come
have.
out to your area because of lifestyle, and they just
Yes,
love what the lifestyle is there.
yes. And
And
plus they are close to commute, like they're 15, 20 minutes. I mean, they might have to, during traffic hours, they might leave a little bit early, but it's still not that terrible, like, so.
yeah, I love that. Okay. So let's talk about climate. So talk about the seasons, talk about weather, because people might not know, how cold does it get in South Jersey? Like, what months or I mean, spring is pretty. Do you have a lot of pollen like we do? No, I'm kidding.
We do.
A lot of pollen. I think everybody has pollen, in the spring. So, but anyway, tell us about your winters. Tell us about your summers.
So we do have all the seasons, which is beautiful because we do get a snow. We do get a some. This year was really, we had a highest snow in last 5 years, I guess,
Uh-huh.
this year. So yeah, we do get a snow. Our fall is beautiful. Our spring is beautiful. We
Yes.
have because like some of the areas we do have a farmlands and it looks so beautiful when you are driving around. Even the highways is like the fall leaves looks beautiful, the spring flowers. We have all the way all four weather: spring, summer, winter,
Nice.
fall.
How hot does it get in the summertime? How hot can it get?
mm, well, we during, I think, somewhere around like 80s or 90s.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, it does
It's
get pretty
really,
hot.
I mean, I'm from New York, so I'm from Long Island, so very similar weather. I
Yes,
was
very.
bred up like that, and I love the four
Mhm.
seasons. We have the four seasons here in Atlanta, but we have the hot Atlanta like a lot longer than you guys do, and it really is kind of hot Atlanta here. So it's nice that you do have those four seasons. You have some snow that kids can play in. We don't really get
Mhm.
that. You have the beautiful spring and the beautiful fall weather, which
Yes.
I'm sure is just delightful. And honestly, you're an hour from the beach and you can go to the beach all year round if you wanted to,
Yeah,
just have to bundle
yeah.
up, right? I don't know if
Absolutely.
I want to go there when it's 20 degrees or 30 degrees, but I think the fall and the spring is probably really fun to go to the beach just to be
Yeah.
bundled up and just kind of hang out there. So that's
But
good.
surprisingly, my shore properties, all the I have seen last year, a lot of people are wanting to make that their primary homes. It used to be a secondary home market.
Nice.
Now it's like more primary because when nobody's around in wintertime, they like that, like,
The
quietness.
quietness, right. Right. They have to put up with the
Yeah, they
craziness.
love it. They're like, we can just walk with our pets outside. We can just relax, just get a golf cart out and just drive around, and it's just so peaceful and beautiful. They say so.
I
Yeah.
love that. That's definitely a draw, I mean, if you want some quietness during the wintertime, go hang out at the Jersey Shore. I love that. Okay, so what do you enjoy to do outside of real estate? Obviously, you're a busy, busy person with lots of businesses. You have a husband and four kids. How old are your kids right now?
So I have my kids are 15, 17, 21, and 24.
Oh my goodness,
So my
you're busy.
yeah.
Busy,
Yeah,
busy
so
woman.
and all my four kids did the swimming as a sport and golfing. So right now I have this 15 and 17-year old at home,
Yes,
and they keep me busy with their swimming and golfing. So that's what I do. Like, but I love what I do. I would not, uh, you know, change it for any reasons. Like, I love
exactly.
doing this real estate world. I love it. I love managing my hotel business, which are out of town, out of state. But I love what I do. And then my evenings, like, after 3 o'clock, you'll see me running around. You know exactly where to find me in swim and golf.
There you go, right? And
Yes.
I miss those days because mine's older. I have one and she's older and
Mhm.
and not doing that anymore. But when she was doing that, that was our lives, you know what I mean? And just
Yeah.
like embrace it and enjoy it. And, and you have probably tons of friends that you all hang out and do the same thing. You're watching the kids at swim, you're having great
Yes.
conversations with them, and they
Yeah.
become really
Yeah.
close friends. So,
Yeah,
so
my
I love
swim family is like amazing, amazing. My all of my swim family is like, even like sometime I drop them off, and if I have a showing or this or that, they'll take pictures, and they'll
Oh,
take
that's
pictures
great.
for me. Oh, we have amazing family. Yeah.
Yes, so it's like a family within a family with your kids'
Yeah.
sports and stuff. I
Yeah.
love that.
Yeah.
All right, so, are there any of your favorite, like, local spots that when somebody comes into town, doesn't know the area, they're like, "You have to go here." Is there any, like, you have to go to Atlantic City, or you have to go to this restaurant? Anything specific that you tell people? I know it's a loaded question because people have different interests, but is there something that,
Yeah.
you personally say, "This is an experience you need to go see," or whatever?
Um, that's a really good question. Because most of the time, like, two things that I personally in my world is the casino, obviously, and then
Yes.
the temple, that our Indian Hindu temple, that's like this,
Okay.
like the one of the world's largest Hindu temple. But it's not just like, even if you are not a religious person, if you are not Hindu, all the nationality goes there. It's like more like a visit sites, like their monuments, the architecture, and the finishing work. It is
Wow.
breathtaking.
So
It's
where is it? What city is this in?
it's in Robbinsville,
Okay.
New Jersey, and it's a really, really beautiful temple. If you are in New Jersey, I would say it would be you should go once in your lifetime to see that place.
You'll have to, so what's the name of this? I'm very intrigued now because I love temples. I love
it's
temples.
it's called BAPS Swaminarayan Temple in
Okay.
Robbinsville. So
Okay.
SWAMINARAYAN Temple,
Okay.
New Jersey, and it's in Robbinsville. Well,
I
feel free
love
to
it.
reach out to me. I'll take you out
I,
there.
I love it. I mean, I've been to the Taj Mahal in India, which was
Oh,
like
wow,
incredible.
that's
So,
nice.
and I love going to temples around the world. So I think that is
Yeah,
so unique. And you know what? This tells so much about you that people come and you casino. Everybody loves to go to the casino, but bring them into a culture of, this is an amazing temple. It doesn't matter what religion you are, or what nationality or what culture
yeah,
you are, that you're going to take something breathtaking out of this temple that you go visit. I love that.
yes,
That's
and I'm
that is
very,
really a
very
great answer. That's one of my favorite answers from all the people I've asked that question to. So I love that.
thank you.
So let's go into, what is one of your favorite travel destinations around the world, and or what's on your bucket list?
Hmm. So, uh, my the favorite destination, I would say, like, we as a family, we always been two places, like we go every year.
Okay.
One was the Niagara Falls, and
Uh-huh.
Orlando for the Disney. Now the kids are older, we
Yes.
don't go as often, but it brings down a really beautiful memories from when they were growing up. So
Okay. And let me just tell you, listening to that just is so great in my heart,
yeah.
because it just shows that your kids have these amazing memories of Disney and Niagara Falls, and they'll probably, when they get married and have kids, will bring their kids to those things because of the memories. And remember, sometimes it's just about, doesn't even matter about the spot. It's the memories that have and true to my heart, we've gone to Disney a lot when I was a kid too. So I have great memories of Disney because we would always go down. We're from New York, and we'd always go down during Easter break. So we'd have 2 weeks off of school, and one week we would go to Magic. We'd go to stay at the Polynesian Village in
Oh,
Magic Kingdom, and then we go visit my grandparents on the East Coast of Florida.
wow.
So just like memories like that. Now,
Yeah,
Niagara
right?
Falls is amazing. I was actually just there in New Year's. I went this year for New Year's, and with the coldness and stuff, it was incredible. So, do you go during the summertime with the kids there?
So Niagara Falls and Disney, we there is not a season that we have not been to.
Oh,
Every
that's
we have
amazing.
visited every season. every holidays that we had spent time in both places. But
Oh,
Niagara
wow.
Falls, a lot of people, like, you have to go in winter time. But you have to be really careful because some of the areas, they are not, like, um,
Yes.
clean properly, so it is very risky. But very
Right.
low traffic.
Right.
But it's the beauty. It's like the nature. It's so beautiful. You don't
So
not
pretty in the
so much
wintertime.
hustle and bustle where you have to do this ride. You got to do this. It's like two different places, completely opposite to each other, but we have a lot of memories. And I would say every season, you should just don't go for once, go every season.
I know, it's
Whenever
kind
you
of like
can.
when I tell people, I'm like, "Okay, when you get like Alaska, you need to go in the wintertime and the
Yes,
summertime because it's 2 different
it's a different
experiences." The
experience.
same thing with Niagara Falls. There's an amazing experience
Mhm,
during the summer, during the spring, during the fall, and
mhm,
during the winter, and the same thing with Disney. Well, Disney, it's kinda
mhm.
always warm, but I don't know
Right.
that I really wanna be in Disney in the middle of the summer.
Mhm. It's too hot.
Which you all have probably been there, but,
Yeah.
that's just not a great place. So, tell me what's, like, on your bucket list? I mean, obviously, you've traveled the world a lot coming
Mhm,
from India. Uh,
mhm.
where's a place you wanna go to that you haven't been yet?
Uh, Really great question. There are two places. One is Ireland and Iceland. So
Okay, that's
yeah.
amazing. So, I wanna keep you accountable and make sure you book those trips. I
I don't
actually
know. I don't
was
see that any sooner
Well,
because
I
I
mean, you've got your kids are still busy. Your kids are still busy, but when they
Mhm.
start going off to college a little bit more and you have some more time with your husband, definitely book those trips. Iceland, and that's another thing. Iceland, you should go in the wintertime and the summertime. I've only been there in the
And
summertime
never
and
been there before.
it's incredible. It is really
Yeah.
incredible. It's really a place to go to. And Ireland is on my bucket list. And guess when I'm going to Ireland in July?
Oh,
Of this
wow.
year. So I
I
am
have
super
yeah.
excited. We're going yes, I'm just and it's funny that you say that because somebody else I was talking to is the same thing on their bucket list, Ireland, and I said, "Ireland's been on my list for a very long time,
Wow.
and we're finally doing it." So I'm so excited about
That's
Ireland.
that's
So
I can't wait to hear about Ireland.
I know we're
I'm
gonna
gonna
have to
look forward
chat, but Iceland is amazing, and I love that. This tells a lot about you when I ask these questions. I know that people want to get to know you as a person, and what I'm seeing, of everything we talked about is you have such great business mindset. So, when you're buying a house or selling a house, it's one of the biggest investments in your life, and you really care about your clients and their building wealth. And then, like, you're going to tell them, like, if someone says, I really want to sell this house, and you're going to be like, no, you need to rent that house and buy another one, right? So I
Yes.
can see that you're very much on, and you would even say to your client, like I have too before, no, you don't need to sell, you can't sell this house. It doesn't make sense. Or you need to stay here for another 2 years, then sell it. Like, you're
Yeah.
not there for just a transaction. You're there to help them with their
Mhm.
financial plan. And that's what I really, really like about you. Plus, having 4 kids and being able to organize all these businesses, Carl, I don't know when you have the time to do everything, but you are totally organized and you are just there for your clients and your clients become like your family. So that's kind of what I
Yeah.
have
Well,
seen
thank
from
you.
our conversation today because the whole thing about this is I want our viewers to know that in South Jersey, this is what you got with her. This is
Yes.
what you get.
And
And
I'll ask a lot of questions too. Why? 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 Because I want to help you the best. So I would ask a lot of whys, because that's
yes.
how I can help you make a better
Okay, so I
decision.
have one last question before we end, and that is, I want you to tell me, and I know we all have a ton of these great stories. What is one of the most rewarding real estate transactions that you've done and why?
I will tell you one recent one because that
Okay.
stuck to my heart. I had this family in by the shore in Wildwood, so
Mhm,
they reached out to me. They already have a property in Wildwood, but
mhm,
they have a condo, and they were like they met with me, I think 2 years ago, when I had an open house
mhm.
for one of my new construction that I was selling, and they came to me 2 years ago. I guess they have tried different realtors between now and then, but somehow, like, they found my number or whatever, so they called me. So the wife is like, why don't you call that Indian girl? That's what Indian girl,
I love it.
which is fine. So long story short, like, I helped them sell their property, and I helped them
Mhm.
buy a new construction one. And we had to kind of like navigate it in the smoothest way possible, because she's like, I am not losing a house. Like, I have to have a house down the shore. So I am not losing a house. Like, that was her main concern.
Oh,
But
okay.
the
Got it.
most beautiful moment was when the new construction was done, and we were doing a final, when we were not even a final walkthrough. I think we went there
Okay.
once before. So during that construction, like, I have never seen that beautiful smile on her face, and she had a little tears in her eyes. She's like, you know what, Sheetal? I never owned anything new in my life. This is my first
Wow.
time owning a new house. I'm not telling anybody, I'm not letting anybody touch it. Like, this is my house. And they're a retired couple. They're a
Oh, I
retired
love
couple.
that.
And she's like, all my life I have worked so hard, and I have never owned a new house. And this is my lifelong dream come true. And she hold my hand and she was like, sorry, but
I love
just
it, and it
yeah,
just shows that we're real people, like, we're not
yeah,
transaction real estate consultants. We have
yes.
a heart. We really, really care about our clients. It's not about a commission to us. It's about building a relationship. It's about getting them to their real estate goals. Really,
Mhm.
that's what it is. I mean, if you look down.
Yeah,
And I love that you're so emotional and she was so emotional
yeah. It
because,
was
like you said, that is just such an amazing story. And that's what people need to know about you is that this is how you do business. And don't we want to do business with people like you? That's how I get out of every story. So I'm not going to ask any more questions, but I just want to add one thing.
sure.
Is there anything that you would like to talk about that we haven't covered?
No, I think I just want to say thank you for this opportunity, for me to share about South Jersey, share about me, and my little world down here.
Yes,
So
and I love it. So I remember if you're looking for somebody in South Jersey, she is your girl and she can do everything you want. And I thank you so much for being on here and thank our viewers for watching. And if you ever need South Jersey, you know where to go. Take care.
thank
Bye
you.
bye.